Anthony Slater here with Darnell Mayberry inside the Peak for the first time this season for a Thunder post-game wrap. Preseason, Thunder over the Grizzlies, 117-107. Story of the night, there were a few, but we'll start with Russell Westbrook. His first game without Kevin Durant, we were all interested to see how he'd play. 14 points, 12 assists, only 10 shots in, 24 minutes. It's how you want him to play. Obviously, it's still preseason, but he looked good.
Yeah, he looked real good. He got off to a good start, scoring the basketball. Passing was a little bit of a struggle for him early. I think he was zipping them to different places. But then in the second quarter, he really got going, and I thought he really changed the game with his passing, setting up Steven Adams, setting up Jeremy Lamb, Anthony Morrow, just dishing the ball all over the court. They were down 10 points when Russell Westbrook started really passing, and then by the time he came out in the second quarter, they went up by 8. So 18-point turnaround. I thought it was captained by Russell Westbrook.
And Stone Cold Steve Adams. He's definitely got to be thrown in there. We're talking about 14 points in the final 6 minutes of the first half, 22 points in the game. Really, foul trouble is the only thing that kept him from maybe even hitting 30 tonight. He's had a monster preseason. I think it's something like 56 points in 3 games. Continues to impress.
Yeah, he does. And I think at this point, we keep saying it, he has to be the starting center by the time the season opens. I don't think Scott Brooks can afford to start Kendrick Perkins at this point. I think Steven Adams has clearly showed that he is a more impactful player. And it's starting to happen on both ends. It's not just offense with catches and finishes. He's also showing that he can be a nice rim protector defensively. He might not block the shots that a Serge Ibaka blocks, but he alters shots. Uses his verticality, his height, to really challenge shots and discourage opponents from charging the basket. So I think he's really doing a good job on both ends of the floor.
Seems like it's not really a matter of Kendrick Perkins losing a job, but Steven Adams just kind of winning the job. Another guy, though, tonight, newcomer Anthony Morrow, 19 points on 6 shots. That's pretty efficient.
Yeah, at one point, Jeremy Lamb had 19 points on 17 shots. So you could see just how efficient that was for Anthony Morrow. The guy hit a catch and shoot for about 3 feet from where we're standing, behind the three-point line, right corner. I forgot who passed him the ball, but, it didn't take long at all for him to catch it and then let it go. His release is extremely quick. The guy's going to be just a tremendous weapon for this Thunder team, especially when Kevin Durant comes back. You can already see it with Russell Westbrook. You saw it a little bit with Reggie Jackson the first 2 preseason games. You add Kevin Durant to that, I think he's going to be a tremendous asset.
3 4-point plays in 3 preseason games. That's pretty good, too. Let's see what Coach Scott Brooks and some of the players had to say about tonight's game.
It's definitely a challenge. It's not the ideal situation, but it's a challenge that we're all going to step up and learn from it and get better from it. When all of our guys or when our team is whole, we want to be a better team. That's our mindset every day. All of our guys. I have to do a good job of finding ways to be creative. There's no question. You like to be able to scrimmage, but tomorrow we're not going to be able to. But you have to figure out ways to improve. You could do it individually. You could do it with small groups, or you could do it with big and smalls. You can do it with many different lineups and options. So my job is to continue to find ways to improve until we get all of our guys back.
How important is it to get out here and actually get court time, without KD, and how much more important are these preseason games?
It's very important, man. It's very important. You got to find a way to get a rhythm, find sets. I know for myself, got to find a way to, see how, I can make an impact on the game and still be effective and win games. That's the biggest thing to me is find a way to win. If we can find a way to do that, then we put ourselves in a great position.
I think defensively, it started with Russ. He really picked it up defensively. He got us going. I think once we picked it up defensively, we picked it up offensively. We were able to have a better tempo. We were able to get out, get some early scores, and get to the free throw line. So it really started with Russ. We just got to continue to build on that. I think a lot of the young guys did a great job. So I'm just really proud of those guys, man. They're really working hard.
Now the Thunder go back out on the road. They head to New Orleans for a Thursday game, and then technically this weekend are some home games, but they're playing Friday in Wichita against the Raptors, Sunday in Tulsa against Minnesota. What are you looking for?
Who's going to be healthy? That's what I want to see. Is Nick Collison going to play this preseason? Is Kendrick Perkins going to be back? Serge Ibaka was expected to play last Friday in Dallas, was a late scratch. We thought he was going to play tonight. Another scratch, so I don't think he's far from returning, but I want to see who's going to be healthy for this team because we're starting to get a good feel for who has come back with what. this season. And I think, the more guys we get to see on the court, the better opportunity we'll have to analyze and see what guys can blend in where.
No doubt about it. That'll do it for us here at the Peak. For the best undercover team anywhere, stay tuned to newsok.com and every day in Oklahoma.